Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see logical operator and the bitwise operator. So here first we can see a logical operator. So what is the logical operator is like? It is used to perform to check the two condition, whether it is true or false, and according to that condition it will take the output. So now we can see like logical operators, we are having like two logical operator, that is logical and logical OR. So here in logical AND it will use like first condition and the second condition. So in this, if first condition is false, it will not check for the second condition. It will directly tell the condition is false, like in logical operator. If it is true only, it will check for the second condition when we are coming to a logical and logical OR. But in bitwise also it will use the same operations like AND and OR. So bitwise and bitwise OR, it will check both first condition and check for second condition. Whether the first condition and second condition is true or false, it will check for the both the condition and it will give the result. So AND will be represented in double ampersand and OR will be represented like this. Here in bitwise operator, AND will be represented in single ampersand and OR will be represented in single line. So let's see an example for logical operator and bitwise operator. So here I am going to write a bitwise and logical operator program. So you can see I have created logical bit operator. Now I am going to give some value. So int a is equal to like 15 I am going to give. The next int b is equal to like 10 I am going to give, and int c is equal to 20. Now you can see here I am going to check the condition here. So what I am checking is like a is less than b and so a is less than b and a is less than c. So here a is less than b for first condition, like a is less than b, so it is false. So when it is coming to false and true, it will give the value like normally this first condition is false and true. So we will be getting the result as false because it is first condition is false, so it won't check for the second condition, it will return the value false. That is the meaning. And next one we can see, after this if I am printing a greater than b and a less than c. Now a is greater than b, yes, the condition is true, and next it will move to a less than c. So now a is less than c, yes, so we will get the answer true. So let's check the output. So you can see here for first we got false and true, false, and true we got. Now if I am performing any like addition, let's see. Now I've given like a. So a less than b, it is false, so it will not check for the condition, the second condition. So if it is checking for the condition, a should be 16. So let's check what will be the output. So here I am going to execute it. So run. You can see for first condition it given false, For second condition, a plus plus is given. So a plus plus is like 16. 16 is less than 20. Yes, it is true. So after that, a should get incremented by 1. So we should get an answer 16 if this loops work. If this condition is executed means we should have get this answer 16. But in logical AND it won't do like that. So we got an answer 15. This is the difference between AND and logical AND and logical bitwise AND. Now I am changing this to bitwise. Now let's see the output. So here in bitwise it will check both the condition. So I am going to execute this. So you can see first it got false and second it printed the value a is 16 because it checked both the executed both the conditions. So the value got changed. So this is how the bitwise AND and OR will work. So instead of this I'm going to I'm going to show for OR operation also. So here a is greater than b or a is less than b is less than c. So in this case what output we are getting, let's see. So we got true. A is greater than B, true. So true or B is less than C, true. So true and true, it is true. Now A is less than B or B is less than C. For this our output is true because A is less than B, it is false, and B is less than C is true. So we got true. So in OR operators it is working like this. If first one gets false, it will not check. Both OR and AND it works like the same thing. So now I given A is less than B or B is greater than C. So for this it will give the result false. So I'm going to execute it. You can see it given the result false. So this is the difference between like bitwise OR and AND. So if you want to use bitwise OR, you can also check with bitwise OR. We will be getting the same result. Only difference is like we will not both the conditions will get not execute. In second condition, meanwhile in logical AND operator it will AND or OR operator it will not execute if it is false. But in bitwise it will, whatever it is true or false, it will execute both the statement. That is the difference.